Hi, everybody. My name is Raylan Stokes, and I'm a management analyst and communication team lead at the Astrogeology Science Center in Flagstaff, Arizona. And today I've asked Robin Fergason to join us for a few questions regarding Mars 2020 and the Perseverance rover. Robin, would you like to do a little introduction and let folks know who you are and why you're joining us today?
I'd love to, Raylan. Thank you. So, like Raylan said, I'm Dr. Robin Fergason, and I've been working at the Astrogeology Science Center for, probably about 15 years now. And one of the main jobs that I do is involved with helping make sure that the sites that we select for landing are safe and that they are landing sites that we can actually get to with the spacecraft that NASA's designed.
That's awesome. Thanks for the great work that you do, Robin. So what all missions, rover missions, have you been involved in?
So I've been involved with rover missions since around 2003, beginning with both MER rovers, so the Mars exploration rovers that went to Gusev Crater and Meridiani Planum. So for those missions, I actually commanded the mini test instrument, but then I was also a physical properties lead. So I served both roles. I was really involved in the mission operations and commanding the instrument, but I was also really involved in the science. So being able to see both of those perspectives has really helped me as I've moved forward, because since MER, my focus has shifted to really being involved with selecting and evaluating landing sites. So this knowledge of surface operations and science has helped bridge that gap between what the scientists need to meet their science goals and what conditions the engineers need to land these spacecraft safely, and really help to select the best sites that we possibly can that optimize both goals. So since MER, I've helped characterize every landing site on Mars.
That's incredible. Thank you for sharing. So what does your work provide for the mission? You've mentioned a little bit about the safety of landing sites for rovers, but what exactly are you contributing to these missions?
So for Mars 2020, I helped certify and evaluate those landing sites as well. But my biggest contribution was that I put together a world-class team of scientists and technical specialists to generate the maps that are actually on board the Mars 2020 spacecraft right now. And they're going to be used by the Terrain Relative Navigation System, which was designed by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And these maps are the most accurate maps ever made of Mars, and they're essential to Mars 2020 landing safely.
That is incredible. Sounds like you have a really great team. So one final question for you before we let you go today. What does it mean to you to persevere as a scientist?
Oh, that's a good question. To me, I think perseverance means to keep trying and to not give up. I mean, like so often in science, well, I guess anything really, your first try doesn't work. This was definitely the case when we were making these maps for Mars 2020. I mean, the answer to your question or like the solution to your problem you're facing isn't always clear right away. So instead, you learn a lot about what goes right, but you also learn about where you need to make adjustments in your strategy or maybe your way of thinking. And then you apply that learning and you try again. So I think science and exploration is much more about continually learning and growing to better understand the world around us and to improve those efforts.
Well, there couldn't be a better name for the Perseverance rover, sounds like. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks everyone for watching. If anybody has any other questions, feel free to comment below or visit our website and find out more about remote sensing and more about USGS Astrogeology's involvement in Mars 2020 and the Perseverance rover. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Raylan.